So I went into my archives for this one. I had to dig deep, thinking, what can I share with the team tomorrow? And I just thought, since it's a new month, the 3rd of June, let me talk about, showing up for yourself and your business. So showing up means you are taking, steps daily. There are some steps that you're taking, you are putting your thoughts into action, and these actions are supporting the goals that you have, be it personal goals, business goals, or self-development goals. So today we just want to talk about what is it, why do you need to show up? When do you need to show up? And how do you show up for yourself and for your business? You will also see that, showing up, once you start showing up in one area, it sort of, you know, flows over into other areas of your life. So if you start showing up for yourself, personal, you start to see that, you start to get this energy to even show up for your business. So the first thing that we want to talk about is, why is it that, I need to show up? Why is it, every leader, when they are speaking, show up for yourself, show up for your business, show up every day, show up when you're not feeling like it. It sounds like a rhyme that is just being repeated over and over and over. But why is it that we need to show up? The first thing that I learned about showing up is, no one else is going to. If you don't show up for yourself, no one else is going to show up for you. Your family, your friends, your team, your colleague, they can support you. They can tell you you can do it. They can be there for you, but they are not going to do the work for you. Just like your upline can be there. They can support you. They can give you all the information that you need. You will have the price list, you have the company policy, you will have all the trainings. Coach Oni is making sure that we are getting trained every single day. All of that is available. That is people that are, supporting you in your business venture. In your personal life, you have your friends. They are there, they are encouraging you, or they are telling you positive things, but they cannot do the work for you. So people can support you, they can motivate you, they can say everything. But if you don't decide to do it yourself, no one else is going to. So if you don't show up and touch your business, no one else is going to. The people in the team, they will call you, they will remind you, but if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it, and it's not going to get done. So that is the number one reason. When I always ask myself, why do I need to show up? Or like this month, I was feeling a bit discouraged because I'm looking at my June calendar and it's practically empty from start to finish, and I'm thinking, should I cancel some of the sessions? Maybe this 5 a.m. thing is not working. You feel discouraged, but then I ask myself, why? When I ask myself, why is it that I need to keep doing this? Why do I have to go look for things to speak about? Sometimes you do get those negative thoughts, and the first thing that I remind myself is, if you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. If you don't show up for your team, if you don't show up for your business, no one else is going to do it. So think of all the things that you could achieve if you had to show up? If you're asking yourself, why is it that I have to show up and work this hard for my family? Or why is it that I have to work hard to get us out of this? You know, sometimes you get those thoughts where you feel like, I'm the only one who is doing this. Everyone else is relaxed. Why am I pushing myself so hard to make a change in my family? And the answer will always be, because everyone is sitting, no one is doing anything. If you don't do it, no one else is going to. So it is up to you to get up and to show up. The second thing is, we learn and perform best by taking action and doing. It's just like the time when I was in corporate, I used to train a lot of students that have just finished varsity and they are entering the corporate world. So you would find that you've done your degree, you've completed your degree, you know all the theory, they've gone through the 4 years. Some have they even have what do you call it, an honors degree and all of that. You bring them in the work environment, you tell them, draft a set of financial statements or do a cash flow statement for me, and they are stuck. They don't know where to start. That is proof that you can do all the theory, you can read about all the products in the catalog, you can read the marketing plan and memorize it, but you will only be able to perform at your best by taking action, by doing. The doing part is what makes you better, because knowing theory and being able to practice it are two different things. So you find the moment someone starts, maybe today you get them to start capturing the bank statements. Tomorrow they now know, okay, I have to do the adjustments. They are learning bit by bit. And the more they practice, the more they are doing this, the more they become independent. Now they can do a task without relying on you. That applies to our business as well. You can know all the theory, but if you don't just put yourself out there and do a presentation, it might not be perfect the first time. Probably that person might not even understand what you're talking about. They might still join you, they might not, but the fact that you have done it today, when you have to do it tomorrow, it becomes easier. And the day after that, it becomes easier as you take action. So you need to show up, because by showing up and doing what needs to be done, the task becomes easier every time you have to do it. It also shows you your strength and your weaknesses. By showing up, you start to see that, you know what, I might not be good at this. I need to improve on this. Oh, I'm actually good. I can actually do a presentation. Wow, I have a strength in this area. You notice all those things by showing up. Because if you are just looking at it from a theory perspective, because you know all the products, you tell yourself, me, I'm good with products. My strength is products. I know them, I understand them. But have you put it into action? Have you shown up for a product launch and tried to explain? Sometimes there are things that we think we are good at just because we understand them in theory. But showing up and taking action might actually show you the areas where you still need to improve. So that's the importance of showing up. You start to see where you need to improve and where you can capitalize on your strength. You become stronger. So consistently showing up has one result. You become more skilled and stronger little by little. That just relates to the second point that we were looking at. You also become more confident the more you show up. So you feel like, okay, I'm not good at this. Like we said, you do it today, you do it tomorrow, you do it the day after. You are building confidence. So you feel like you're not good at doing presentations. Start in the smaller groups, your team trainings, your 5 a.m. sessions, these trainings that, they are for the team, they are with your colleagues where you get to practice and learn, and you are building confidence. The next time someone says, please assist me with a business presentation for prospects, you have built enough confidence in you to be able to speak in front of people. So the next time your team has an activity, a team training, where you're meeting as a team, talking about goals, planning, teaching each other, volunteer to do part of the training. It's going to be tough, but you are in front of a very friendly audience. It helps you to build confidence so that tomorrow when you have to stand up in front of strangers, you are confident and you know how to conduct yourself in front of people. That's how you become more confident, by showing up for yourself. And like I mentioned, showing up is transferable, because once you start showing up in one area, it transfers to all the other areas. When you start showing up for your business, every single day you are showing up. You start showing up for yourself in your personal capacity as well. You start showing up for people in the relationships that you are in, your friends, your parents, your family, you start so showing up, developing that habit of showing up for yourself transfers to your business and to other areas of your life. That is why we need to to show up. I hope we are still together in the meeting. And then you ask yourself, okay, I understand why I need to show up, but how do I need to show up? So the first thing is you have to define your values. What is it that is that you value the most? What kind of, if it's in business, you are defining what do you want to be known for? you know um it can be honesty, integrity, whatever the case might be. You need to define those values, because that will be your brand. I want to be defined as someone who's going to show up every time, someone who's reliable, someone whose word means something. All of that, those are your values. You write them down. That gives you an idea of what is it that you need to do to become that person that you want to show up as. Apologies, my voice is breaking. Somehow I always wake up with the flu in the morning, and then an hour or two later it's gone. So you define your values. If it's also business, I always say these values apply to you, but they should also apply when you are recruiting, when you're looking for people to join your team. If you have your values defined, you know the kind of people that you are looking for in your team as well. Because if you bring in rotten tomatoes, they will make the whole bunch become rotten, and you lose those values in the team. So it's also important to have these values in terms of when you are recruiting, when you are building your team, so that you are looking for like-minded people. But that is not part of today's topic. It's just something that I just mentioned. The second thing is know your goals. I think this one is something that we hear almost every single day. From the day you make a decision to start forever, you will just be know your goals, know your goals. Everyone, it's been said to us a lot of times. And the reason why is because your goals are what is going to push you to show up, to show up for yourself, because you understand why you are doing what you are doing. But the most important thing for me that I learned is, over and above knowing your goals, you need to be able to break them down, in order of priority, in order of the time frame that you wish to achieve them, you know knowing your goals is good, but knowing how to break them down and to prioritize them is also something that we need to learn. Develop a meditation routine. I like this point. I think there've been a few coaches that have come and talked to us about having a routine, a morning routine, evening routine. This just helps you, just to help you maybe prepare for the day, calm you down, get back into that mood where you want to work. Sorry. Reframe your setbacks and failures. So I love this point because whatever your goals are, showing up for yourself isn't always easy. You are going to have setbacks, you are going to fail. I think we spoke about this last week, to say that the journey is not going to be easy. You will fail, you will set targets and you will not be able to meet them. And there will be struggles, there will be obstacles, slow moving days, where maybe you are used to selling 3 tooth gels. Today you didn't sell anything, or something happened. You were on your way to the presentation, your car broke down, you couldn't make it. You invited 10 people, they promised you they are going to come, and on the very day you are calling to say, hi, how are you doing? We spoke yesterday and you confirmed you were coming. Just wanted to check if you need the location for the meeting. And then they tell you, no, I'm running late, I can't come. Oh, no, I'm feeling sick, I can't come. Maybe everyone cancels on you. Those are things that you're going to face. But instead of looking at the obstacle, always know that there is a valuable lesson in some of these setbacks. So maybe I invited 3 people this time, they all canceled. My lesson should probably be, maybe I need to increase the number of people that I invite, because if I'm inviting 3 and they are all canceling, maybe I need to invite 10 next time, and maybe 2 might show up. So in every struggle and in every setback that you face, over and above the failure, look at what lesson can I learn from this. Okay, so you did your presentation, maybe you didn't articulate yourself very well, you were stuttering and you were all over the place. The prospects probably didn't understand what you were trying to say. They decide, you know what, no, we're not going to sign up. In that point, what is it that you are going to learn? Are you going to take it as, you know what, I can't do this, I'm not going to do it anymore, I give up? Or are you going to look at what went wrong? Where did I get stuck? You improve and you move forward. The choice that you make in that moment determines where your business is going to go. And then see bad days, mistakes, failures, and embarrassing or crappy moments as being nothing more than roots going deeper down into the dirt and dark. So all these mistakes, like I said, you are looking at them as a learning point, as you are becoming more and more rooted into your business, learning more. A stronger, bigger, more beautiful tree is what comes out of when you look at all these mistakes as roots that are being rooted. Eventually you become stronger, you become bigger, you become more beautiful, and nothing can shake you. You start to grow in your business. So when you are looking at all these setbacks and all these failures, look for a learning moment. Don't take them as, you know what, this is not working, I'm going to stop. But look at it as, I need to learn from something. I need to learn something from this and then move on with my business. Stake the deck in your favor. This is my favorite slide. This is just, when you are in business and you are mastering the art of showing up for yourself, you need to make sure that, you've put everything in your favor. And the first thing starts with your inner circle. Who do you spend time around? Do they support your goals, your values, and your vision? It is very difficult to show up for yourself when you surround yourself with people that do not know how to show up. When you surround yourself with people that do not have goals, people that don't have a vision. Why is it? Because when I tell you that, oh, you know what, I can't make it for the party because I need to attend a team training, those people will be like, do you really need to attend that? You know, it's going to be fun. We're going to be having drinks, whatever. You know, you've been attending these team trainings every time you can't join us. What is it that you've learned? We are not seeing any progress. That is negative people. And eventually you give in and you stop. So if you are surrounding yourself, your inner circle, your friends, the people that you go to for advice, these are people that don't have goals, they don't have values, they don't have a vision, they are just floating in the earth. When you want to show up, they will be the first to discourage you. And because these are, you know, your inner circle is people that you really trust, people that, you know, you follow, you want to please, all of that, you end up sacrificing your goals and your dreams to please these people. And that means you end up not showing up for your business. So if you want to push your business, if you want to push your goals, it might be forever, it might be work, it can be in any area of your life. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that have similar goals. You know, I lost a lot of friends when I started the business because, you know, I can't now always be out there partying with you. I can't always be going out for lunch and whatever with you. I need to focus on my business. Eventually, you find that now all my friends are business owners. Why? Because we have the same goals. We understand, we support each other, we have a vision that is aligned. If you keep trying to um, keep yourself connected to people that don't understand your goals, your values, and your vision, you will find that it is very difficult to show up. And if you can't show up, it's going to be difficult for you to grow in the business. And you will actually end up thinking like them to say, ah, no, this thing doesn't work. So if you want to move to manager, surround yourself with managers, because if all your friends are assistant supervisors struggling to get to supervisor, what is it that they're going to tell you? Oh, this thing is so difficult. These products, no one is buying them. And it will discourage you, and you will feel like, no, I can't do it. I can't get to manager. It becomes so difficult to show up because the people around you are telling you these products, people don't buy them. They are too expensive. You know, the only people that are making money are those that are already at manager. So who you surround yourself with matters. If I want to be a manager, I'm going to surround yes, I'm still going to have friends. Uh, Be mindful, guys. I'm not saying that don't go quit and stop talking to your friends who are assistant supervisors. It's good to have friends who are there. You know, you are learning something from them as well as you grow together. But if you have a vision to grow, you also need to now put yourself in a position where the odds are stacked in your favor. And how do you do that? You start forming friendships with people that are already there. You know, you start asking, okay, how did you get there? How does it feel to be a manager? Because those people, they are the ones that are going to tell you it's doable. You can do it. This is how I did it. They are giving you tips. So you can make friends with everyone, but your inner circle, you know, those few that you trust, they need to be people with a positive mindset, people with similar vision, people with similar values, people that are going to propel you forward, not discourage you, not take you away from your goals. So spend time around positive people. The second thing is your outer circle. Who do you listen to? What content do you consume daily? Do they support your vibe? I think I also mentioned this the time we were talking about social media marketing. Um, to say, what content do you consume daily? And it starts by the pages that you are following on your Facebook, on your Instagram, uh, people that you follow, their WhatsApp status, the type of music that you are listening to, or the type of what you podcasts or whatever it is that people that are speaking negative, or you go on your Facebook and all you see is memes and jokes, and you are there online doing non-productive things for the whole day, and you find yourself, no, I don't have time to make calls, my leader, I'm so busy. Are you really busy? Or you've put yourself in a position where you have a lot of time wasters. I remember when we did a training, I was so confused when this other leader said, you know what, I don't listen to the news anymore in the morning. And I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, is she okay? Why do you make the decision not to listen to the news? Until she explained to say, you know what, every time I go and watch news, it's always something negative. It's always people are dying there, this has happened there, there is robbery, there is what. These days, it because of the elections, it's, you know, it everywhere, it's just negative, negative talk. And when you consume that, you know, even when you go out to spend your day, you have all those negative things in your mind and you have negative energy. You cannot see the positive. You cannot even identify a prospect when they come to you because your mind is filled with so much negativity. So sometimes what you listen to, what you watch, the content that you are consuming daily, it matters, and it influences how you show up for yourself and for your business. So if you are going to be on social media, make sure you're following the right pages. When you log into your Instagram and your Facebook, what posts are you seeing? You know, if you're in network marketing, follow people like Eric Wall, follow Jane Leach, all these people, so that when you are logging in, you are seeing positive content. You are seeing content that, you know, builds you, motivates you to do more, rather than just logging in and then wasting time, maybe on negative things or on useless memes and all of that. That doesn't build your business. So whatever you are consuming daily and whatever you are listening to, make sure it supports your goals, it supports where you want to be. Then you look, the last thing that you do when you want to stake the odds in your favor, you look at your environment, what your room or workstation looks like. I think this is a training that leader Yolande once did, teaching us to say, you know what, make sure your workspace is clean. It gives positive vibes. You know, I find that I'm more productive when I'm in a clean space than when I'm trying to work and, you know, I have plates, dirty plates here, my clothes are everywhere. You know, I can't focus. Maybe I'm sitting on my bed and I'm trying to work. Normally, you become less productive than if you just make time, go sit at a desk with your notebook, you start making your calls and you are taking notes. So the environment that you are trying to work in matters. So here it says, are the colors, smells, sights, and sounds motivating and inspiring you? So at the very least, for those of us who work from home, the temptation is, I'm just going to stay in my pajamas and work from my room. And sometimes it works, but most times it's very unproductive. Sometimes you just have to get up, bath, dress up, you know, go sit at the table and make sure you are in a clean environment that inspires you to work. Because when you're working from your room, sometimes you end up sleeping and you wake up 3 hours later and you haven't done anything productive. I think this is the last slide to say inspire yourself. You can't always rely on external motivation or inspiration. So you can't always rely on people to motivate you. And you see this a lot when we go to Success Day and people have walked the stage. We've had some very powerful speakers. You feel inspired and all of that. But that inspiration only lasts maybe a day or two, maybe sometimes a week. But after that, if you don't have that internal motivation, it's not gonna get you anywhere. 3 days later, you've already forgotten about Success Day and all the powerful speakers we attended so to ego. But if you are not self-driven, self-motivated, it won't help, because external motivation will only take you so far. You need to be self-motivated. You need to push yourself. The things you are doing, did, and will do are providing motivation for you. You are not at the same place as you were when you first started. Look at the little achievements. I think this is something that I always say. Look at the little achievements. To you, a commission of, I remember when I started my business, my first commission was like 360 Rand. And I was celebrating. To someone else, it looks like, this is such a small amount. How can she be so happy? But that 300 made a lot of difference to me, because it's money that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So sometimes we look at these achievements and we feel they are too small to celebrate, but celebrate those small achievements, because it motivates you to say, you know what, today I'm celebrating 300. It means, you know what, maybe next month I can push to 1.5. Celebrate the small steps, because it motivates you to keep going, and it will help you to show up for yourself day in and day out. So there is no achievement that is too small. Celebrate everything. If you were doing 0.3 cc and last month you closed with 1 cc, you might not have met the minimum target, but the fact that you improved, celebrate yourself for that. That 1 cc is an achievement for you, because you've moved from 0.3 to 1. That is work. Celebrate it. Other people may look at it and think that, no, this is nothing. They don't even recognize people who do 1 cc in the group. But recognize yourself for making that change, for pushing yourself. Inspire yourself, because if you wait for someone to come and congratulate you and celebrate you, you will never grow, and you will stop showing up, because you'll be like, I work hard, but they don't see it. So what is the point? It's not about them. It's about you. Recognize those small achievements and celebrate them anyway, because it is progress. Slow progress, but progress. So last month you ended with 1 cc. This month, maybe you're not yet at the point of pushing 4 cc, but this month, let's improve with another cc. Let's make it 2 cc. Maybe you'll find that you're targeting 2 cc, but you'll close with 3, because of just recognizing that you are progressing and you are celebrating those small achievements. I'm out of time, but this is the last slide. Practice self-care, pay attention to what you eat, your physical health, your mental health, your sleep and rest, and your social life. Because in as much as we want to make lots and lots of money and become financially free, your health and your well-being is also important. When you take care of yourself, when you are well rested, well fed, when you are in a good mental space, it becomes so much easier for you to show up for your business, because you are in a good personal space. So thank you so much for joining today's 5 a.m. session. Let me see if there are any comments. We have less than a minute. I'm going to allow people who want to speak, but you have to speak very fast, because we are out of time. All right, let's see. There were some comments that came in. All right, some fires. All right. Yes, we are kicking off June and we want to do it the right way. So let's go out there. Let's go push our goals. Thank you so much for joining in today. Remember, I'm still looking for speakers for June. I wish you all a very productive day. You are welcome to exit the meeting.